Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them.
Yo. What's going on, family? How y'all living? I hope everybody is well. I'm trying to figure out why Rumble is not. You know what? Me and Rumble gonna have to have a conversation because Rumble keep giving us drama with the Monday Night Lives. They keep giving us drama. They do it one time, don't do it the next time. Do it the next time, don't do it the next time. I'm tired of playing with them. So we gonna see what's good, man. But that's neither here nor there because it ain't got nothing to do with why we here. So, oh man, how you digging that? How you digging the schedule change, bro? I know it's been an adjustment and shit.
Yeah, it's been a hell of an adjustment, but definitely sleep is definitely my friend. It's becoming one of my good friends.
I can dig it. I gotta grab my ashtray. Hold up. See, this is when people be moving. People be moving stuff unnecessary. That's all good though. Got it. All right. So of course, you know what I forgot to do? I got some people that wanted to tap in tonight. I forgot to send them the link. I came in the door flying trying to get this shit set up to go, yo. I was like, yo, I'm running late. I gotta go. Oh shoot. But just for the record, why is it saying chapter 21 on this motherfucker? Hold up, dog. I don't understand why it says that. Oh, here we go. Now I see what's going on. Monday Night Live. Yo, this is our 26th live, bro.
Yeah?
That's crazy, right?
I'm doing this almost a year. 9 months, 10 months almost.
Oh man, I feel you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to answer that in a minute. But hey, we got company. Not really company. Family in the house. What's good, brother?
Hey, what's good, eh?
Shoot, I can't call it, man. I can't call it. I'm actually saying I forgot to
We all did green, yo.
Forgot to send this out to my people. Brother Green, what's good? Hey, we got the joint, man. Be watching the page tomorrow. Your video going up, yo. Be watching the page tomorrow. Your video going up. Thank you so much for doing that too. And I love the get up, yo. The Raiders shit. Oh, yes. You know I love that. Oh man. I'm gonna send this to my people real quick. But while I'm doing that, let me not forget the intro to pod. Y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome to All Purpose Podcast. Poddin for the sport of it never sounded so good. You know what I'm talking about? And of course, you know me, man, Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane, ridiculous slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper. I think I'm gonna skip all of that from now on and just go straight to pod stripping because none of that rapper shit got nothing to do with what we doing here. Pod stripping if you getting the point. And of course, I got my brothers in the building. Phantom represent Trey 4. What's good, bro?
What's happening? I ain't got nothing else better to say than what's happening.
What's happening?
I'll get there later.
Oh shoot, what happened? Ev lost. He might have lost it. Oh, there you go. Okay, there we go. No doubt. Just making sure. Okay. I send it to him, and I'm gonna send it to a couple of Evan All Mightee.
Yo.
What's going on, brother? You know what's crazy? Oh shoot, he did it again.
Unless he hit that button, that faithful button.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yo, that's crazy. Oh man, what's going on though, brother?
Everything is good, man. Everything is everything. Got you in my class. You know. It's another Monday night.
Bombay.
You know.
Bombay, cut the check, yo. It's time.
Cut the check.
It's time. I don't know why y'all playing games right now.
Yeah, y'all playing.
I don't know why y'all playing games. This is craziness. Oh man. So yeah, dog. Hey, look, I know we up against the clock tonight, and I know we got a lot to talk about. We were probably gonna miss some of it, but we'll go to the most important things. So we'll go to the most important things. I do want to, as usual, start with NFL news simply because it ain't football season, so we get that out the way fairly quickly. It's been a lot of moves getting made, man. A lot of moves getting made in the NFL right now. Like, all I keep hearing every time I look at the news feed is Phantom saying the NFL offseason, the NFL free agency about to turn in the NBA, about to turn this into the NBA. And I was like, it's looking like that right now. There's been a lot of movement, a lot of players going to certain places. So what I'm going to ask is this first. as far as the moves that your respective teams, now for those of y'all who don't know, Phantom is a Carolina Panthers fan, Evan All Mightee is a New York Giants fan, and I am no brainer. So, as far as the moves that your respective team has made thus far this offseason, is there anything that they've done that you're excited about?
What's up, fam? What you excited about?
That boy's in the middle, baby. That boy's in the middle.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Beefed
For
up.
the first time in Bryce Young's career, he has the same starting offensive line. He will have the same starting offensive line.
That's big.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's big.
That's a good thing. Because down the stretch, they did seem to find a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And Bryce Young played really well down the stretch last year.
Yeah.
Like I was impressed because I was one of them people that was like, I don't know about this one. I thought he was going to be ready.
What he had, man. He figured out how to play with what he had, yo. At the end, he was like, yo, hey, this what we got. I can do my thing. Started rocking with it.
I saw that y'all did smartly bring Andy Dalton back, though. That was very wise on y'all part. Most definitely. The continuity. People don't understand. Like, you can change around your backup quarterback every year because you feel like you're starting not going to get hurt or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is continuity is so important, especially in football. Oh, shoot. We got both of our regulars in the building. Malcolm and Greeny in the building. What's up, brothers? How y'all doing, man? Glad y'all here with us. Malcolm, I know you just walked in the door, bro. So right now we're talking about what our respective teams have done thus far in free agency in the NFL or trades or whatever roster moves they've made that we might be excited about. And of course, you knew Phantom was gonna go to the line, so you knew Phantom was gonna go to the line. But I mean, Carolina is playing the game smart right now, and I can say this. I won't say it's this year. It might be a couple years away from it, but in a couple years, it's gonna be like, well, damn, who gonna win the NFC South this year? like who gonna really do it? So yeah, because I mean, Tampa Bay's made some good moves. New Orleans not so much. I mean, they done okay, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really factor them into the equation right now. So okay. So Ev, I mean, what if the Giants done that got you celebrating?
I like Jameis, man. I take it. I like Jameis. I think if anybody's cut out to play in that atmosphere, he gonna do just fine. And it's on par with what Daniel Jones did. Daniel Jones turned the ball over a lot. But the dude could throw when he had an opportunity, and he could move. Jameis could still move around a little bit. So it's a 2-year deal for him. So I'm thinking we still going to go for a quarterback in the draft. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is seeing which one of the brothers we decide to choose. I saw Cam Ward doing his thing in a drill, and homie did a fadeaway like streak. Like he was fading away. He ran to the sideline, and then he started fading away and threw the ball in the fade about 40 yards. Boom, hit the dude in the stride. I was like, oh, okay. So that's
Cam
what they're
Ward's
talking
special,
about.
bro.
Yeah, I was like, that's what they're talking about. Okay, I got you. So that's what I'm looking forward to, man, seeing who we're going to take.
Before I get into my Raiders shit, somebody said something. Matter of fact, Cam Newton said something that had me thinking. And I said, you know what? I got to go ask the All-Purpose Brothers about this. Were it not for the fact, let me know if I asked y'all this already, because I kind of feel like I had this conversation already. Were it not for the fact that Deion Sanders was the coach at Jackson State and Colorado, was Shedeur Sanders an actual 4-year starter in college? Or was he a 4-year starter because his dad was the coach?
Both. I think two things can be true at once. He's got all the skills and the stature and the pedigree to be an athlete that can play in the NFL now. Whether we would have seen him on that stage if he didn't go to Colorado and he just played at HBCU, nah. We already know the answer to that. They wouldn't have put him on TV enough, even if it was Deion. You know, so
exactly.
Him going to Colorado, boom, gave him the exposure, and you got to go out on the field and play. So, you know, no matter what anybody say, you got to go out there and play the games, and he didn't look bad. So he'll get a shot.
Okay. What you think, fam?
Basically the same thing. Football, you can't hide. Don't matter who the hell your last name is.
Can't hide.
Now,
Not at that position. You can't hide at that.
I'm the guy. I guess I'm gonna be the guy. I guess I'm gonna have to be the guy. Full transparency, if Shedeur Sanders had went anywhere else his first 2 years of college, he would not have been started. He wouldn't have started. He would have had to sit his ass down and learn something. Deion Sanders realized, come with me. It's going to look some type of way to people, but I don't care. This is the only way I'm going to get you ready for what's coming.
Yeah.
So I credit Deion Sanders for saying, hey, I'm going to do what I got to do to get my kid ready. But had you gone to somewhere else besides Jackson State where your dad was coaching, your ass would have been sitting down somewhere. But I don't say that as to detract from his overall greatness, because I think Shedeur Sanders has developed into a very, very good quarterback to the point that I even want him on my team. But I got to say, I watched him play at Jackson State. And I mean, yeah, it was cool. But Travis Hunter saved your ass a whole lot of times. So, like, I just got to be honest about it. So, I mean, did I think he had it? I was like, I see it coming. It's just not there yet. You know what I'm saying? By the time they got to Colorado, I was like, oh, shoot. I think he figured it out. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think the first 2 years of Jackson State, had he gone anywhere else where his dad wasn't coaching, he'd have been sitting down.
But isn't what that
again? Not no slight to him.
But isn't that what we ask young players to do, and coaches to do for young players?
Get them better. Cook them
Throw
up.
them in the
Coach
fire?
them up. Coach them up.
Coach them up. Yeah, that's what we ask them coaches to do.
Okay, but I'm
It
saying,
just so happened to be his dad.
So say if he went to Alabama, not even, let's not say Alabama. Well, fuck it, we can say Alabama. 4 years ago, who was the starting quarterback for Alabama? Shit, I can't remember. Whoever it is, I think they're in the NFL now, or they got drafted at least. At the very least, it was late.
Jalen Milroe. Bryce Young.
Was Bryce Young still there 4 years ago? He only been in the NFL 2 years, right?
This will be his third year.
Third season.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no way in hell Shedeur Sanders was taking his job. So his ass would have been sitting. You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, though, I think he sits, learns, and still becomes the quarterback that we see now. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens he was in a situation where he had the opportunity to learn on the job. And again, not taking anything away from Shedeur. It was just a question that was asked, and it made me think. And I was like, damn, you know what? When I watched him play at Jackson State, it was a couple times I said, if Deion wasn't your daddy, you would not be doing this right now. You know what I'm saying?
I could say I'll say maybe he's not an SEC on the field day one dude. Maybe being where he was and playing the competition that he was, his skill level was, on par with a D1 game of that nature. Throw him over there in the SEC where he's got to play big boy ball. I know everybody plays big boy ball, but that's NFL football, so that you can be ready for the next level over there. Nah, I don't think he would have just walked onto the field and took somebody's job day one. But being where he was, hell yeah. Look at all the other quarterbacks in the leagues that he played against. He was on par with everybody. So, yeah, if they ready, he ready.
This is true. I'm okay. Damn, I wanted to start this a different way, but we kind of just dove right in. I'm gonna go back to where I wanted to start in just a minute. But I will say this: I'm kind of happy with how my Raiders are moving right now. Despite my initial trepidation behind it, I understand the Geno trade. I get it. I understand it. We needed somebody there who was going to be solid because the other two options just weren't that. As a matter of fact, I think Gardner Minshew plays for Kansas City now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of them. He's no longer on the roster. But I think we still make an effort to address the quarterback position beyond Geno. I think we will do that. But I think that some of the best moves that we've made thus far have been to extend Max Crosby. That's been awesome. Bringing in Geno, we signed Raheem Mostert. That was dope, and it was a 1 year deal for like $2 million. So it's not a killer. You know what I'm saying? We gave Crosby 3 years, 106.5 mil, 91.5 guaranteed, and we picked up Jeremy Chin for 2 years and $16 million.
What?
Yes, indeed.
You motherfucker!
Yes,
God damn!
Mm-hmm.
We should have never let that motherfucker walk out the door.
he got busy for Washington last year. Like it's a lot of moving parts right now. But I think as far as that goes, I think this may be one of the more concise and productive off seasons the Raiders have had in some time.
Make a move.
As far as free agency goes, I think it's been pretty smart moves they're making. So salute to them for sure on that front. I gotta say, Malcolm said something about it the last time we was on, and I wanted to bring it back to the forefront because we didn't really get a chance to dive into it. But Chicago's investing in keeping that young man alive right now. They're investing in keeping that young man alive. They got a quarterback right now. And I for one, I'm happy to see it. Let's see, Chicago. Shoot, what happened? I think I did that time. That was my bad. I think I did that time. Chicago. What did they do? They got. Oh yeah, they traded for Joe Thuney from KC. And they got Jonah Jackson from the Rams. I mean, and even on the flip side of that, they got your boy from Indy. What's his name? Deo. I can't say his last name. Deo, whatever. Defensive end, and they picked up Grady Jarrett. So Chicago, first of all, addressing the offensive line is massively important because if you look at a lot of the things that happened last year with the offense, a big part of that started with the guys up front not holding the fort. And now he has to think really fast, and he wasn't ready to do it. He wasn't ready to do it. So y'all may, if everything Chicago's doing right now pans out, y'all may hear me talk a little different about Caleb Williams this year. But as of right now, you still got to show me, cuz. Yeah, you still got to show me, cuz. I'm just saying, shit. I do want to real quick before we get into some deeper things. Oh, I got a big one for y'all when we get to basketball because I read some shit that fucked my head up today.
I got two. I got one for basketball.
Okay.
And I got one quick one to piss off some Dallas fans.
Oh, please, by all means, please do that first. Please.
Piss off some Cowboy fans.
Yes, please do that first.
Hey, Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones, come here. You didn't want to pay for Cooper Kupp. You had Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb on the phone, and you didn't want to pay for Cooper Kupp? Fuck is wrong with you? In other words, that old segment, fuck out of here with that shit.
Especially after Brandon Cooks just walked out the door.
Excuse me. Cut that shit out.
Yeah. Cut that shit out.
You didn't want Cooper Kupp. Just saying.
Oh. So Brandon Cooks left, who was your number 2 receiver. The other receiver who retired because he got tired of y'all bullshit. He came out of retirement and is playing for your NFC East rival. Dallas, Jerry Jones, I hate to tell you, bro. I hate to be the one to tell you. I don't know that Jerry Jones wins another championship as owner of the Dallas Cowboys because of the way he does things. I don't know that he wins another. If he does, I think it will be because the players on the field have taken it upon themselves to just say, fuck it. We going to beat whoever line up in front of us. We just going to have to beat him. Forget what he doing. Forget all of the other stuff. Just line up and beat the person in front of you, and we can win. You know what I'm saying? But until they do that, you don't got a quarterback right now that's going to go in the huddle and tell you that. Nah. So, and then you lost your security blanket, which was Cooper Rush. He's gone now. So now my question becomes, did you allow him to leave because of what you may have witnessed from Trey Lance over the last year and some change? Or did Cooper Rush say, he ain't doing a whole lot more than me? So, I mean, but I'm still going to be the backup. So let me go over here.
Trey Lance is not even on the roster.
Oh, damn, you're right. He's not. He's
Will
not.
Grier.
Yeah.
As far as I know of right now, Will Grier.
So then the question becomes, does anybody sign Trey Lance?
Yep.
Somebody will pick him up.
Yep.
You know who I think should? Baltimore.
That'd be ill.
I think Baltimore should pick him up. You know why? You already work with the best running quarterback in football. And you're trying to show him how to be a more concise pocket passer, which is exactly what you need to teach Trey Lance. So, I mean, it just makes sense, yo. It just makes sense.
Nope, I got one. You know who I'm gonna send him to. Hey, Coach O'Connell. Can I come be a third string?
Oh man, come on, man. I ain't trying to overload that man plate. He still got to figure out what he got in JJ McCarthy. They ain't really get a chance to find out. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to overload his plate. But I do feel like as a quarterback, especially as a young quarterback, I would be extremely excited to be going to Minnesota if I was going. Pardon me. I'd be extremely excited to be going to Minnesota if I was going. Damn, man. I don't even know how to. If y'all hadn't seen the flyer, I didn't get a chance to send it to the fellas when I got it finished. I was at work and shit was just going haywire today. But if you haven't seen the flyer for tonight's live, I'll post it anyway, just because. But George Foreman, rest in peace to George Foreman, one of the greatest heavyweight fighters of all time. George Foreman. Like there's no, I can say that without a cackle or giggle or chuckle or side eye, nothing. Like I absolutely positively stand by that. He retired from boxing with a record of 76-5, 68 knockouts. Man, he was born January 15th. Let me make sure I get this right. January 15th, 1949 in Marshall, Texas. He passed away exactly 3 days ago, March the 21st in Houston, Texas. He won gold in the 68 Summer Olympics. He turned pro in 69. In 1973, he defeated Joe Frazier, second round knockout to Joe Frazier. Like, if y'all never seen no footage of George Foreman hitting somebody, though, I implore you to go see it. You will know what you never want nobody to do to you. Like, him and Mike Tyson are two of the people in this world who listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something good, and then I'm gonna get right back to George, but I have to be completely open here. I'm a martial artist. It ain't a whole lot of motherfuckers walking around that can put fear in me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no cocky shit. It's just that I know I can't afford to be afraid of you or I'm going to lose. I learned that in training. So I don't walk around with a chip on my shoulder. I just walk around with confidence that if you approach me, I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? There are two individuals in this whole world that are boxers that I'm like, you know, when it was at its peak, I never wanted to stand in front of that because no matter how much I know, one, Mike Tyson's hands move so fast and so hard that it was just like, oh my God, don't let him hit you. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Don't let him hit you. George Foreman, it might not have been the fastest punch you ever seen, but you damn sure didn't want it to hit you. I would say ask Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace to you as well, brother. You can't ask him, but man, look. Hold up. Let me put that on the screen. Yeah. Watched him win the belt as an old man live. Yes. It was cool as fuck to see. Absolutely. He did defend his. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was watching on HBO when he did it.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Yeah,
when I was at like 94.
It wasn't even on pay-per-view.
Nah, it wasn't. It was just an HBO joint. Yeah.
It was an HBO fight. They thought Michael Moore, it wasn't on pay-per-view.
Man, Michael Moore got lumped up. Yeah. After he beat Frazier, he did defend his title twice. He ended up, of course, losing it in the infamous Rumble in the Jungle to Muhammad Ali in 1974. He didn't get another shot at the championship after that. After he lost to Jimmy Young in 1977, he retired. He did become an ordained minister in 1984 and made his return to boxing 10 years later at age 45. He won the unified title from Michael Moore, as we were just discussing, at 45 years old. He dropped the WBA title very quickly just because there was a quick turnaround on the fight that they wanted to solidify that championship, and he was not willing to take a fight that quickly. Then he defeated Axel Schultz, and at that juncture, he relinquished the IBF belt as well. That was June 28, 1995. At 46 years, 169 days, he was the oldest heavyweight champion and the second overall champion in boxing history. He's in the Hall of Fame, obviously. He is ranked the the 8th best heavyweight of all time. I can't remember where that ranking came from. It was from boxing some boxing organization. But yeah, man, 12 years he was boxing. He covered boxing on HBO. Of course, you know about the infamous Foreman Grill. I just wanted to run some shit down real quick, gentlemen. If you want to real quick drop some George Foreman, hey, please, because I know y'all probably love George like I do. So.
wasn't my favorite. Love him though. He wasn't my favorite. The funniest thing, not funniest thing, but George Foreman. Before I even knew, I don't know if y'all ever seen y'all seen Uptown Saturday Night before, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seen Let's Do It Again, right?
Yes.
When him and Bill Cosby had Bill Cosby had that moment in that movie with George Foreman and Bill Cosby. You see that moment in that movie. I was like, that's George Foreman?
Big George.
It's like, yeah, that's Big George. And I didn't catch on to that movie till later on in life, so that's why I was like, there's damn George Foreman standing and then Bill Cosby standing like, Bill Cosby kind of cut, but yeah, George, you don't want the problems,
No, sir.
The dude was a house show. Just a part of more of our childhood, just growing up, being an Ali fan, the Rumble in the Jungle was everything. So, you always saw that battle in your mind when you thought pugilism, was Ali's style and George's style. You got the rope-a-dope out of it, so it was a thing, being a kid growing up with it. And it just shows, how time carries on. The older we get, the more we see our heroes, go before us. So, peace to George.
Yo, I'm sorry. I got to do it. Nobody said it. You said it briefly. But if you didn't try to have a makeshift cookout with a fucking George Foreman grill in your house, apartment, college dorm, if you didn't try to do that shit at least once or twice in your life, George, I thank you for that shit.
Green just asked a question that I've wondered my entire life. I've had the pleasure of being able to watch the Rumble in the Jungle from beginning to end, thanks to the miracles of technology. Bruh, I don't care. I love Muhammad Ali, and next after Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali is probably my favorite boxer. But my question was always, how are your insides not a cookout milkshake right now after taking all those body shots from George Foreman?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, yo, are you serious? Get out of here, yo. That's crazy.
That wasn't the one. George Frazier won because I believe that was the one where it was like George is trying to kill him.
Yeah. He beat, man. He did
like,
pray to Allah. He was like Allahu Akbar the whole time.
Man, it's like George is trying to kill him.
Hold me down. Yo, you ain't lying. Oh, man. Okay, so real quick before we hop off of this, because Malcolm said Sugar Ray Leonard is his favorite boxer. Who's your favorite boxer, Phantom?
Damn. Favorite boxer?
Mm-hmm. Any weight class, I don't care.
It was Roy. All time old, as he got older. B-Hop, dog. Swim without getting wet. That is a line. Every time his corner man would say that, swim without getting wet, X. I just watched B-Hop, just an older man, just beat the shit out of young people.
They couldn't figure out how to hit him to save their fucking life.
He grew on me so much as he got old. The executioner.
Yes, absolutely. Ev, who you got?
Mike Tyson, of course, but as I got older, I like Sweet Pea. Hands, just hands.
Man, yes.
So that was one of my dudes right there. I used to always love watching those fights when they came on.
The wild thing is that's my toss-up right there. Mike Tyson and Sweet Pea is my toss-up. For a while it was Sugar Ray Leonard when I was young. But that's only because by the time I was like born and like started watching boxing and like all of the guys that were revered by our parents and them were like coming to a close. All of that was in it. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing the scraps. I'm not getting the meal. I'm just seeing the scraps. So like Mike Tyson, like Sugar Ray Leonard was my guy. You know what I'm saying? So because I'm still seeing him get busy. Him and Marvin Hagler, who Green brought up, those are my dudes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, these niggas is crazy. Like Mike Tyson's my favorite boxer. I was getting ready to go off on a tangent, but Mike Tyson's my favorite boxer, period. Mike Tyson's attitude is, if y'all ever heard me rap, y'all ever heard me rap? There you go. That
he is.
You know what?
He's an official Mike, yo. This is what Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson. He an official Mike.
Them the three.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's a Mike.
no doubt.
You know what? If one man can come out with a towel, a hole in a towel, and come out to Redman or DMX is just made for Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Them two are just made for Mike Tyson. DMX, you just be like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I hearing first? And then what the fuck is walking down this ring like? Good luck. I'll help you.
Can you imagine Mike Tyson going to the ring to what's my name? DMX, and he got X there rapping that shit. Oh man, get the fuck out of here. Yo, the whole crowd gonna go crazy. Nigga, you get knocked out in the first round tonight. Believe that shit. That's wild.
It was just everything that went with him, y'all. I remember my pops getting pissed because he bought one of the pay-per-views. I forget which one of the fights it was. They ended in like 50-something seconds. But he bought that. And I just remember him being pissed, yo. Like, jumping up and down in the living room like, that's it? Like, yeah, that's it, brother.
It's over.
That quick,
man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cancel Christmas, bro. It's over. I think this is yo. You know what? And the messed up part is I feel bad for boxers, current day boxers. I feel bad for them because there was such a lull and there really being quality boxing outside of maybe Floyd and a couple other people. A lot of people turned away. You know, UFC started picking up a lot of new watchers because boxing was lagging. You know what I'm saying? Boxing didn't really have the personalities and shit that it used to have. I like some of the young cats boxing now. Yeah, they all dodging each other. Yeah, the top niggas, none of them want to fight each other. They all trying to fight all the ducks to load up their record. You know what I mean? And
Floyd Mayweather ruined it.
I'm gonna tell y'all something good. Y'all don't want to hear this? Tank, you fucking lost, dog. I don't give a fuck. You lost, but because you're you got away with it. That's all I gotta say. And anybody that watched that fight, please don't argue with me, because I'm telling you, if you watch the same shit I watched, he lost. He was supposed to lose that.
Yeah, he got whooped up.
But they can't afford to let him because he's the star right now. They can't afford to let him do it.
They ain't hyped homie up enough yet.
That part. Yeah, the heavyweight division does suck, Green. You're right. Heavyweight's been in the dumpster for a while, man.
It's trash.
Heavyweight's been in the dumpster for a while. Man, rest in peace to George Foreman, man. Rest in peace to Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace to all the forefathers of boxing that's passed away. Salute to Jack Johnson. Yeah. I just gotta say, man. First of all, never mind. I ain't gonna do that right now. I'll get to it in a minute. But right now, I gotta tell y'all about this article I saw earlier. Boy, did it mess my head up. But after I thought about it more, I was like, maybe I should ask the fellas, because maybe I'm overthinking this. So I started thinking to myself, because I was trying to come up with a new game for us to play. And I started thinking, well, what about if we did a backcourt selection? Like, let's break it down. Backcourt, forwards, then center. And you pick the players and you build your starting five, and then we start filling in the bench spot. So maybe make that a couple weeks game or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, let me start looking up stats and all of this other shit. And I started looking up top backcourts in NBA history. Well, allow me to tell you how surprised I was by some of the answers on this list. I'm going to tell you the list in reverse. So I'm going to start with 10. Number 10, CP3 and James Harden. Okay. Number 9, Kobe Bryant and Derek Fisher. Number 8, Michael Jordan and Ron Harper. Number 7, Walt Frazier and Earl DePearl. Number 6, Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili.
I can see that.
Number 5, Magic Johnson and Byron Scott. Number 4, Bob Cousy and Sam Jones. Number 3, Jerry West and Gail Goodrich. This is where it gets interesting. I know who y'all waiting to hear. I already know who y'all waiting to hear. I got you. Number 2, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars.
Okay.
Number 1, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Wow.
Let's talk about it. Because I was flabbergasted when I saw that personally. But then I started thinking. If the objective of basketball is to score more points than the other team, okay. I get it. I absolutely get it.
Brothers.
These motherfuckers can shoot threes all day. Don't never got to go inside the 3-point line. So, I mean, I get it. I completely understand. Yeah. It's just, it goes back to that point guard conversation for me, but we're not going to go there right now. We're simply talking about backcourts. I don't want to conflate this with another conversation because this is about the combination of people. So, I don't know. How do y'all feel about the list in totality, I guess, and then anything surprising?
Yeah, I was surprised by the number 1. I mean, but when you think about it, if you're shooting 33s a game and hitting 25 of them, I mean, of course you're gonna be the best backcourt ever because you're gonna score 50% of your team's points every single night between 2 people. I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of ball you playing. You know, if you just running up and down shooting threes like today's basketball, then yeah, that's kind of what you want. You know, you want something like that if you're playing in the Magic Bird, you know, the Parrish, big dude, Frazier era, then nah, you probably don't want nothing like that. So I'd have to break that up in era show because that's crazy.
I feel that. That's kind of what irked me about the list in and of itself. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Come on. I'm glad they actually did 1 and 2 the way they did 1 and 2. I didn't think they'd give Dumars and Thomas as high as they were.
I was waiting for him to be up there. I was waiting. He had to be on the list, yo. It was super efficient.
So now it's almost like they almost teed it up for me to ask the question. If Dumars and Isaiah are against Klay and Steph,
who wins?
Ooh, yeah.
Klay and Steph getting cooked, yo.
Here's the only reason why I got shakiness about this. Actually, nope. I just saw my own query in my head. I think Isaiah Thomas is an exponentially better defensive player than Stephen Curry. I think he's way better playing defense than Steph. Yeah. I think he's much better defensively than Steph. Now, by the same token, Steph's a better scorer than Zeke because he can take it to the hole, but he also got that added element from out there. Joe Dumars and Klay Thompson almost cancel each other out. They're shooters, but they're also in their prime defenders.
Yeah.
So they were both the best defensive player on their team at a point. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So now you got the best defensive 2 guard from here against the best defensive 2 guard from here. They both can score and they both can lock you up. They kind of take each other off the board. So now it comes down to who wins the Isaiah Steph Curry battle. I think Zeke plays good enough defense to fuck with Steph out there on that line the way people don't fuck with him because of all the screens and shit. If we got to play one-on-one and can't nobody help you, I might just be able to stay in front of you if I know what I'm doing.
Body on body basketball. Yeah, that's what Zeke gonna play. He's not just gonna let you stand out there and dribble a whole lot.
And he can run with him too.
Yeah, exactly. He's just as fast as you
Zeke can run. Yeah, he's just as fast as you, and he can run with you, and he got the same kind of motor.
Yes. Because that's people don't give Curry enough credit for that. That's a big part of his game. He runs and runs and runs and runs and runs and runs and runs. Like you are gonna wear yourself out trying to defend him. And at a point, by the time you wear yourself out, okay, now I got a whole extra 6 inches between you and me. Skate. Oh, that just turned into 8. Skate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how that's if you're gonna beat Steph Curry, if you're gonna beat Steph Curry, first and foremost, refs let him play. Because you're just gonna have to beat the shit out of Steph Curry in a legal way. Beat the shit out of him. Now, that's not to say he's still kind of going to be able to shoot because the motherfucking motor's that. But you just going to have to,
you're going to run him off screens until he don't want to run off screens no more. Then he's going to start sagging, and then he's going to start getting cooked. That's where some of his poor defense comes into it because he does take a lot of contact on a regular basis. AI was the only one that just seemed to never be affected. John Moran is kind of that way, too. He take a lot of contact, but still, do his thing. Steph ain't going to take that all game. Eventually, he's going to start sagging off, and that's when he get cooked.
Yeah, you just gave AI a bunch of credit. Imagine, and I love AI. Imagine if AI, I'm not saying he didn't take basketball seriously because that's a damn lie. But imagine if AI was maniacal like Kobe, for example.
He was in his own way.
I know.
He was gunning the same way, determined. He was going to score. He was gunning.
I'm just saying,
we saw two of the best gunners ever play at the same time.
Not from a basketball. I'm talking about just from a, because he said, he didn't take care of his body as well as he should to be able to play when he did. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if he was like that for real.
I think you're looking at the
difference. If he took care of himself like LeBron,
somebody who made himself, kind of how we, say that Kobe patted himself out the mic. You see one dude who was just God gifted as an athlete. That's Allen Iverson. He could have played football. They said he could have done a whole bunch of different stuff. Travis Hunter. That's basically what that is. So
incredible.
He's that kind of athlete, and those type of players tend not to take it as serious. Randy Moss, they just they can wake up and do it. They don't have to go to practice. They can turn it on and turn it off. It's just the Lord made them that way. Two different kind of players, but both of them gonna score 60 points. So you just getting it a different way. I don't know if AI's play style would have let him continue to play that way throughout his career. You can't touch the ground that many times and be all right. That's not going to happen.
If he had put the work into refining his jump shot to where he could kind of live off of it a little bit and only have to get explosive when he need to, he could have lasted a whole lot longer. You know what I'm saying? But Allen Iverson just ain't that guy. Allen Iverson is a rabid pit bull. As soon as the whistle go, as soon as the ball go in the air for the tip, it's up until it's over. Like until this shit is done and they start turning the lights off, I am on your ass. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no stop to it. So that's why I love Allen Iverson. Like on the real, if Allen Iverson, I tell people all the time, if Allen Iverson was like 6'5", 6'6", we might be having a whole different conversation about basketball than the one we always have. It might be a whole different thing going on if he was like 4 or 5 inches tall.
Kobe said it.
Yeah, it's real shit. It's real shit if you ever see Allen Iverson play. So let me ask y'all this. What's a backcourt that's not on this list that should be? Because I was thinking about that too. And I was like, well, if I'm going to have an issue with the list, I got to be able to replace somebody with somebody. Or otherwise, my argument is invalid. If I can't think of nothing better. So, here's the glitch in the matrix for me. CP3 and James Harden never won anything. At all. They didn't win anything. Bean and Fisher did. Jordan and Harper did. Frazier and Pearl, did they win a ring? Did they win a ring?
I believe they did.
I think they did. Yeah. Okay. They got a ring. Tony and Manu got multiple rings. Magic and Byron Scott got multiple rings. Bob Cousy and Sam Jones got jewelry. Of course, Jerry West and Gail Goodrich do not. Zeke and Dumas got jewelry.
Is that the one? Wait a minute. Was Gail Goodrich? Yeah, he wasn't the one he did get. Was that with Gail Goodrich?
Nah. No.
No, it wasn't with that one. Okay. No.
That was shit.
Yeah, I had to think about that because who was it with?
Yeah. Oh, Stockton and Hornacek, not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. I thought about them earlier too. I thought about Stockton and Hornacek earlier today. I thought about Kevin Johnson when he was in Philly. I mean, took the word from
Thunder Dan and Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, that's a good squad. That's a good two.
Nick Anderson and Penny.
Yeah, absolutely. I just watched the video. Yo, salute. I'm getting ready to hit Son up and see if we can get him to come on here. Salute to my man over at Forgotten Player Profiles. You make dope videos, bro. I love your content. Oh, bang. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna hit y'all up and let y'all know about this shit that I'm doing on. I think we might need to make it a every podcast thing. It's the whole network thing. Matter of fact, I'll say it right here since that's the case. So there's a segment that I'm starting on Panther Politics called Pod to Pod. It's going to be a 15, 20-minute segment where I bring on somebody else that's a podcaster. Talk to them about their show, what they do, boom, 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 how they got into it, all of that shit. Because we do the same thing. But I want to know how you got to this point. You know what I'm saying? How you get here? Because you know, this is what it's, and then if they want, they can hang around for the rest of the episode. You know what I'm saying? And just be part of the show. You know what I mean? I want us to do the same thing here because there's some sports podcasts that I've been listening to recently that's pretty fresh on the market, kind of like us. And I feel like when I listen to them, that our chemistry and their chemistry will blend well. So we'll talk more about that later. Like, it ain't nothing that need to be happening right now. Like, that shit probably be some summertime shit or something. But like right now, I just wanted to put it in the air. So Penny and Nick, I swear there was somebody else I was just thinking about. Oh man, I can't remember for the life of me. Even without the jewelry, CP3. You said who?
I'm surprised Tatum and Brown ain't even on there.
Probably because they classified at least Tatum as a small forward or 4 or whatever. Yeah, he plays 3, 4, all that, like because they play small ball all the time. But I mean, I personally would probably but shit, I'll take Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know that they top 10 material, but they don't. That's all I'm saying.
Jason Williams and Peja Stojakovic. I'll take them too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man.
If I could think of who the damn guard was at the time, I got a dirty one for you, a dirty defensive one for you. I just can't think of the guard.
What's it?
Because it felt like Tony Allen played the 2 sometime in Memphis.
He did.
Can't think of the fucking guard. Wasn't Mike? Nah, they ain't Mike Conley. No.
Oh, you got me broke. You got me right. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Because that's the one that crossed my mind. Like, Tony Allen is who with that Memphis backcourt? Them motherfuckers will lock you the fuck down. I just can't think of the damn guard.
Let me see. Tony Allen. Oh man, damn! The Grizzlies retired his number. I ain't even know. Kid and Hardaway. Hold up, where I go? He said Kid and Hardaway. Malcolm said Stockton and Hornacek. Hold up. Damn, you right. You was right. You was right, Phantom. It was Gil Goodrich with Jerry West and with the winning championship. You're right. He was right. I was off. Mike Bibby. Oh,
it was Bibby. Yeah, I said Bibby played it when they was Vancouver.
Man. Mike Bibby was crazy, yo. I don't think Mike Bibby get the kind of love he should get, but I mean, we'll have that point guard conversation. I do got a point guard conversation I definitely want to have with y'all because I was reading some shit the other day that made me scratch my head because they was like, who's the best New York City point guards? And I was like, when I first asked the question, people started naming people that played for the Knicks, and I was like, no. I don't mean New York Knicks point guards. I mean New York City point guards. Point guards that's from New York City, whether they ever played for the Knicks or not.
That's
a lot of people's number one is Kenny Anderson. And I can't really argue with him, but I mean,
I can see that.
I can see it. Yeah, I don't know though, man, because it's some. We're gonna bring some names out when we get ready to have that talk. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just put a list up on the screen. We're gonna drop them. We're gonna do maybe the top 15. So you know what I'm saying?
I already know mine. It's prime Stephon Marbury.
Steph was crazy, yo.
Yeah, prime Stephon Marbury was crazy, son.
Here's the only problem with that. The records that Steph was setting, they all got broke by one person. But in my heart of hearts, when I think about watching them play, I can't say that I think Sebastian Telfair is better than Stephon Marbury because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Pro. Marbury is a better pro.
I'm talking about to me, it all translates. Like if you was really that, you should have been able to do it up here. Or something up here. You know what I'm saying? Like your man over here your cousin over here going crazy.
Cooks.
You over here about to be out the league in 3 years. Like, what the fuck? What is happening over here? I thought the nigga was on drugs. But like, I don't know, man. Him and God Shamgar, my two biggest, Like, what? What happened?
Rayford did better than them.
No doubt. Salute to Skip to Malou. I know he, you know what I'm saying?
Rayford though is a product of that though, because like the NBA tried to, I mean, obviously he couldn't do the N1 shit in there, but it's like, dude, you got the handles of hell. You got the handles of hell, bro. Just let him figure some shit out.
And do something. Make it flashy.
Like, do something. Let him figure it out. Shit.
Skip was nice though. Skip could run a team. He showed that he could run a team.
Yo, I got one for y'all. I'm gonna trip you. I got one for y'all. Since we said this, we'll have this one later on. Who's your best all-time white point guard?
Oh,
I know who I'm getting close to knowing who mine was. Two of mine are.
Oh man. Damn, that's a good fucking question, yo. Because as much as I like it's names that automatically pop in my head when I think white point guard, but then I started thinking like, but are you my favorite white point guard? Like, I don't know. Because I really love Jason Williams.
Jason Williams is mine.
Undoubtedly love Jason Williams. But I started thinking, but is he my favorite? I gotta think about
my favorite.
I like him way better than Stockton. I like him way better than that's no diss to Stockton. I just think his game boring. But like he get the job done. That's all that matters.
Is there ever a definition of bring your hard head and make the mustard everyday motherfucker in this world? John Stockton is that.
Yeah, John Stockton all the way live.
I don't give a fuck what you. Yeah, that motherfucker dog. He don't get enough credit. I mean, even though he got an assist record that'll never be broken ever, I don't give a shit.
My favorite white point guard might be Mark Price, yo. It might be Mark Price. Yeah. I love Jason Williams, but he had those moments where he get to doing all that crazy and they start going everywhere but where it's supposed to. And I'm like, dog, what is you doing right now? Mark Price was consistent. Mark Price consistently got better to the point that he crescendoed and was still effective until he, until injuries finally got the best of him. But like, man, from the time he was at Georgia Tech to his pro career ended, I was highly impressed with Mark Price. Highly. Yeah, I was highly impressed with Mark Price. Oh man, I think that dude was awesome. Period. I think he is awesome. Oh man. Damn, you got me thinking now though, because I'm like, damn, who the white point guards I'm forgetting about? I know it's people and I ain't thinking about right now.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah, Pistol Pete was like a point forward and shit. Yeah, so yeah, that counts. Oh, Jerry. Well, I mean, yeah, Jerry. I forget. Jerry, okay.
You know who I kind of count as a point guard, but I know damn well he ain't one?
Who that?
Bird. I know he ain't one.
He was like a point forward too.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of count Larry Bird in this somehow or another.
If we count Pistol Pete, we got to count Larry Bird. Because they did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Except, it's different, but it's the same shit.
Marcelonis.
Oh, great player.
Oh my God.
I believe Vernon Maxwell Vernon Maxwell? I think Vernon Maxwell will talk about that dude. He might have been him or somebody else. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my goodness, yo, that's Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna read this. I can't. How the fuck did I forget Steve Nash? Oh shit!
Steve Nash in there.
How How did I forget Steve Nash? Oh my God, that's crazy.
Petrovic. Thank you, Chris.
Petrovic. Oh, Drazen. Yeah, Drazen was crazy. Yeah, Drazen was crazy. He was a 2 though, because him and Jordan used to go to war. So it was like, but he still, I don't know. Okay, so look, I just found this thing that says the list of the 30 best white point guards in the NBA history. So how far back you want me to go? And I'll go like, you want me to do top 10?
Let's do top 10.
Let's do top 10. All right, top 10. Let me see what we got here. All right, so the top 10 white point guards in NBA history. Number 10, Dick McGuire, who played for the Knicks. I know your name, but I never seen you hoop. So salute to you for your accomplishments. Number 9, Goran Dragic. I almost forgot about him too. Shit. Dragic. Yeah, Dragic was crazy. Number 8, Ricky Rubio.
Wow, I forgot about Ricky Rubio.
I forgot about him too. Oh man. Number 7, Richie Guerin? He was a Knick too in the 50s and the 60s. Like I don't
know him.
Way beyond my time. They got your man at number 6, white chocolate himself, Jason Williams.
Wow.
I don't know about that one. I think that's kind of low on the list personally, but I think that may come back to that same thing I was talking about previously.
It's true. Give me the other 5, then we'll have that conversation.
All right, no doubt. So we got 5. Mark Price, my dude. Number 4, Bob Cousy. Number 3, Steve Nash. Number 2, John Stockton. And number 1, Jerry West. So, Hall of Fame man. Yeah. I mean, I can't. I ain't never I seen Jerry West play, but not really. Like I seen a couple games, you know what I'm saying, that was on NBA Classic or some shit like that. So I ain't really hip to his game like that, but I know from everything my father and my uncles and everybody I know that's older than me to watch basketball told me, they was like, Jerry West wasn't nothing to fuck with, yo. Like take that however you want, but he wasn't nothing to fuck with. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take y'all word for it. So after hearing the top 5, what you think about white chocolate being at 6?
He's where he's supposed to be.
Where he's supposed to be?
I can dig it.
You got no argument on me out of this one.
We was talking about our favorite. Oh shit! No, I'm sorry. My man just sent me a message that was mad funny. But damn. Okay, yeah, I can agree with it. I can agree with that. 6 makes sense. 6 makes sense. Yeah, because I say Mark Price because out of the ones that were named in that top 5, him and John Stockton, the 2 I've seen the most of. You know what I'm saying? And out of the 2 of them, if I had to pick somebody to build my team around, I'm probably going to pick Mark Price because I like the way he plays. But that's no knock against John Stockton. If I want to go a different direction that's a little more clinical, I'm taking him. You know what I'm saying? Because he can do that better than most, better than almost any fucking body. So, yeah. Okay. One more point guard question, and I swear we're gonna move on. Who's your favorite point guard in the 2010 on? So we not gonna count CP because he was here before that. We're not counting Chris. We're not counting Darren Williams. None of those guys. We only count guys that came in the league 2010 and after.
That's a hard one for me. That's a hell of a hard one for me. Yes, Ricky Rubio completed the season. His first stops wasn't good, but later on he got better. He played better. To answer that question.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if we talk in 2010, you can count Rondo, Derrick Rose, Tony Parker, Kyle Lowry, John Wall, Dame Lillard, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, Jeff Teague.
If I can count Tony Parker, then yeah, Tony Parker.
That's
if I can count him, then I think you said favorite. I'm gonna stick with my team, but
yeah, okay, I give you that.
Who else you said? Who else you said?
Let's see. Rondo, Mike, Jeff Teague, Kemba Walker.
I'm gonna have to go with Kyrie, man. Since 2010.
Yeah, because 2010 is around the time. 2010 was around the time when I think it kind of really started becoming like the point. I think that's around the point in time where the point guard position started to transition to more of a. And let me put this thing in the hole right quick though. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And less of a facilitating, because you start seeing the emergence of more and more of the point forward and the, you know what I'm saying, the 4 or the 5 who's facilitating the fucking offense as opposed to the point guard doing it. I still think that's all right, but you know what I'm saying, if it worked for you, it worked. Like Denver make it work because Jokic is just that intelligent. His basketball IQ is really high, so he knows how to make it work. But yeah,
I'll take Tony Parker, but if I can't take Tony Parker, then I go with Rondo.
I feel that. I think Rondo don't get the love.
Rondo, people don't realize, but Rondo was a bad motherfucker. He couldn't shoot, but he could do every fucking thing else, and he didn't back down from no fucking body.
Just imagine if Ben Simmons had Rondo's heart.
You have a hell of you shit.
You feel me? Imagine if Ben Simmons had Rondo's heart.
You have a bad motherfucker on your hand because he's 6'10".
You better believe it.
And don't give a fuck. Rondo didn't give a fuck. Even like, yeah, KG and them got to him, but if you let that motherfucker in the door and let him see what it was, Rondo said, "Fuck y'all, this is my team."
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You feel me? I understand you are who you are. Cool.
I'm about to.
But you know who I am.
Yeah,
you know who I am.
Rondo didn't give a fuck though. Young Rondo and Rondo, even Laker Rondo. I was like, why the fuck y'all just bring that motherfucker and let him come off the bench?
Bro. One day I'm gonna just record a video talking about the ownership and the decision makers in Los Angeles that run the Lakers. Because I got a lot of thoughts about them, but I don't generally share them in public just because most people don't get that far into it. Their favorite team is just their favorite team. But I'm like, nah, you don't understand. It's a whole thing with the Lakers, dog. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
thank God, hey, bro. Thank God I'm a Spurs fan because I got to see what organizations run look like when motherfuckers actually, even if we were fucked up and down, it's like, yeah, you ain't got to worry about. I don't even know who the fuck. To this day, I don't even know who owns the Spurs. That's fucked up. I've been a Spurs fan for over there. I don't even fucking know the owner's name.
I have no clue.
I know R.T. Buford. I know Greg Popovich. I don't even know what fucking owner's name to this day.
Bro, I know Pop down. Popping players. That's it. I
don't know nothing else. Is right here. Pop, and that's all I know.
That's beautiful when that's the case. It's problematic for me when your owner has to be famous. But we'll talk about that another time. Right now, though, I do want to salute James Harden, who just passed Moses Malone for 11th on the all-time scoring list. He has 27,410 points as of his last outing. He did climb from 21st to 11th just this season, and he only needs 479 more points to pass Melo for number 10. Man, you talk about a motherfucker that can fill up a hoop, yo. Feel however you want to feel about him in the playoffs and whatever happened, but if you just want a motherfucker to score.
What I took out of what you just said is that he needs almost another 500 points to catch Carmelo, and Carmelo ain't been shooting in at least 4 or 5 years now. You talking about scoring some points? What in the hell, yo? That is crazy, dog. That's crazy as hell.
Who you taking at the height, Melo or James Harden at the height?
At the height of their careers and prime,
and the height, top of the top. Who you taking?
Ooh,
that's a good question because you gotta want two different things in order to pick whichever one you picking. Because James Harden gives you a whole lot of something that Carmelo don't give you, but Melo also give you a whole lot of something that James Harden don't give you. So I mean,
give me prime Melo.
Give me prime. I was about to say I gotta ask. Please elaborate. Tell me why. I gotta know if your reasoning is the same as mine. I ain't saying I'm picking Melo, but just what I was thinking.
I'm gonna just take Melo because depending on what you put around him, Melo doesn't have to be a system. James Harden is a system. He said it himself. I am a system. He kind of is. I'm gonna take Melo because he can just score the ball from wherever he wants to on the basketball court, and there's nothing that you can do about it. It doesn't have to involve a bunch of fouls. There's no flopping. It's just straight hoop, and there's nothing you can do about it. He shot threes. He got a handle. Prime Melo played defense. I'm taking Melo. Harden, great basketball player. Prime Harden, just all around great basketball player. But if I had to build a championship team or put a player on my team and I wanted to win, I'd have to go with Melo, yo.
I could dig it. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh. Damn. Well, damn, family the one that asked the question, so I guess I got it. Okay, now walk with me here. I love Carmelo Anthony. Absolutely. No questions asked. But I want everybody to remember one thing. I want everybody to remember what was said about James Harden when he first came to the Oklahoma City Thunder. What did they say? They didn't say this guy can score in droves. Nobody said that. What they said was, if you want somebody to defend the best guy in the backcourt on the other team, put him on him. He can play. He'll sit in the chair and make it life very difficult for them.
Mm-hmm.
He only lost that when he got to Houston and got the green light. At that point, now I have to be the motor on the offense, so I'm gonna have to take the pedal off the metal on defense just a little bit. I have to, or else I'm not gonna be able to do what you need me to do down there.
Mm-hmm.
I understand completely. I get it. But there's never been anyone who confused Carmelo Anthony for a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. As a matter of fact, y'all remember the play? They were playing the Indiana Pacers. Danny Granger was shooting to win the game, and Carmelo Anthony blocked the shot. And I was so surprised. I jumped out of my seat, rolled on the floor, almost knocked over my beer, and a whole lot of other things because I was like, oh my God, he just blocked the shot. Did you see that? I was so amazed. So when I'm talking about putting my team together, I'm probably going to take Harden. Because they're both going to give me the points. No question about it. They're both going to score. But he's going to score. He can play defense. And as you can see from his time in Brooklyn and LA, as well as, a little bit in Houston, but mostly in Brooklyn and now in LA, you see that he's able to facilitate at a level that is absolutely insane when he wants to. So, give me Harden. Absolutely. Give me Harden. It's like I'm getting Melo and a point guard at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
So, Mr. Question Asker, who you taking?
Oh, I thought I got the skate on this.
No.
I thought I was skating. Oh. Oh, shit. Melo. And the only reason why I say Melo, I've seen more out of Melo in the playoffs.
Yeah, no
that's
doubt.
The only reason why I'm saying it.
No, we on live right now.
Prime Melo was a killer, man.
The only reason why I'm saying it.
Melo was a killer.
The only reason why I'm saying it because I've seen Melo in the playoffs, like, do every fucking thing in the world he can do. He might lose, and we play to win the game. But I've seen that motherfucker go get buckets, go defend as best he could.
He even did it in Portland. Even old and hoodie Melo in Portland was scoring buckets. The old man scoring buckets. If you can score, you can score, man.
And the sad part is, people don't even realize Melo got down is big, he's physical, he'll back your ass down. Like, he put body on you.
Yeah, he
He
played.
purposely would put body on you, impose his will. Like, oh, you little, get your little ass over here. Come on, come get this.
Yeah.
Come get this.
He cut from the cloth.
Very much so. Very much
Cut
so.
from the cloth.
Absolutely. Oh
My
man.
what if always was, what if that motherfucker just went to Miami? That was my what if.
Just going down there. Yeah.
I mean,
if he had a went when they tried to get him to go.
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have been killer.
Bro, yeah, that's craziness. Oh man, that's craziness. Yo, I mean, hey, I want to say I want to give a special shout out and hand some roses and some sad music to the Philadelphia 76ers. Your season's over. It's over. Just enjoy the rest of the games. Keep getting the checks. It's over. It's over. But take the opportunity to fine tune shit so you be ready for the next go round. Because I got a feeling that they're seeing the same thing that Phantom has said, that Ev has said, that I have said. It's time to give Tyrese Maxey the keys and do something about this other problem. And I don't know. They got to figure out their own thing with Paul George. I don't know. I think maybe if you figure out something to do with the big problem in the middle, the Paul George problem might subside all on its own. Yeah, it's over. It's over. They're not even in the if the playoffs started today, they're not even in the play-in. It's over, man. Maxey was out the last game. When Embiid's done, Paul George is done for the season. Salute to Quentin Grimes, though. He is playing his heart out right now. I got to give that kid all the love in the world. He is playing his heart out right now. He's earning that next contract. I don't know.
I got one for y'all. My second one I said I'd get to before we get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Only because it crossed our timeline, and I was like, it's bullshit. But I'm like, if I say this, because it was on our timeline, so mind you, I'm getting it off our timeline. And I think y'all know where I'm about to go. It has to do with the San Antonio Spurs and a certain player that plays in Phoenix. And I said, there's no way in hell that happens.
He better not.
Kevin Durant goes to San Antonio.
He better not.
And I saw that shit. I read it. I was like, oh, man, fuck that. I ain't even going to get my damn. But I've been saying it, but I was like, Kevin Durant in San Antonio?
De'Aaron Fox, Castle, Kevin Durant, Wemby. I don't even know who the fifth person is. It almost doesn't matter who the fifth person is. It's like, what? Nah, dog. That ain't fair.
And you don't have to trade for
him. Nope. That ain't fair.
Because he's only got 1 year left on the deal.
That's not fair. That's
assembling the Avengers, yo.
You know, I'd like to see KD win another ring, but I'd also like to see him do it. I don't want him to at this juncture. I don't want him to have to be the engine. I just want to see you get another one. I want you to go somewhere and be the part that makes the difference in the team winning the championship, though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the guy. Just one of the important guys. I do want to see that. Before we get out of here, as things currently stand in the West, OKC, Houston, Denver, Los Angeles Lakers. I don't know how we holding on to fourth place right now. Thank you to everybody behind us for continuing to lose as well. Thank you. The Memphis Grizzlies and Golden State is your top six. The four people vying for the play-in, Minnesota, the Clippers, Sacramento, and Phoenix. Unfortunately, I think Wemby's injury is going to take. I made a prediction early on, especially when we saw the De'Aaron Fox thing pop off, that San Antonio was going to make a run and get one of those spots. I don't think so anymore. But I mean, what do you expect? That's a massive blow to lose that. You know what I'm saying? That's a massive blow. So on the East, you got Cleveland, of course. Boston, the Knicks in third place. Indiana, Milwaukee, Detroit. Those are your top six, fighting for their dear lives. You have Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, and Miami. Gentlemen, just real quick, pick one. We ain't got to give a reason why. We can get to that later. But out of the 4 teams in the West, Minnesota, the Clippers, Sacramento, Phoenix, and the 4 teams in the East, Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Miami, who you got coming out of the play-in if it happened right now?
Clippers in the West.
Yeah, I was gonna say them too. And
who's in the East?
East.
Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Miami.
Orlando. Hollow's been balling.
I can see that.
Chicago.
I can see that too. Yeah. I can totally see. I actually kind of got my money on Atlanta for that. I don't know, man. Trae Young showing me something this year, man. Like I always like Trae, but like this year, like he's becoming more efficient for one, which is one of the things I always had a problem with. And he's getting more assists now than like ever. It's like, yo, I can still score my points, but I'm gonna make sure y'all get y'all too. Here you go. Here you go. So yeah, I got Atlanta on that. As far as the West, I'm probably gonna go Clippers as long as Kawhi stay upright. Yeah, that's what I go Clippers as long as Kawhi stay upright. If he go down again, I don't know. It's a crapshoot at that point because I don't know. I'm not impressed with Minnesota this year. Anyway, man, thank y'all so much for locking in with us. Of course, we got to get out of here. Niggas got shit to do. Niggas got to get up in the morning and all that good stuff. Thank y'all. We actually got some plans in the works for some other lives for people to jump in and get involved in too. But we'll be spreading that information as soon as we're ready to get to it. Salute to Echo Limitless, Pretty Kings, all the family over on the Panther Politics Network, Monster Illicit, Mojo Bones, P7, Soul the Interrogator. Yeah, a lot of new shit on the way, man. I can't even talk about all of it right now. But yeah, thank y'all so much for locking in with a salute to Green and Malcolm always. My man Rim was trying to get on. I think he had some issues with his stuff, but we're gonna get him on here too because he's a Wake Forest fan, and I just want to roast him a bit. Anyway, oh man, on behalf of the squad, Phantom and Evan All Mightee, I am Seven Da Pantha. This is All Purpose Podcast. We'll catch y'all next time, family. Peace.
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song, who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them